Welcome to day 2 of my 7-day Halloween card series. Today I'm working on watercolour paper. This is hot press watercolour paper, and I'm also using a stamp from Holtz from one of the blueprint series. I've positioned my card onto my non-stick craft sheet, and I've used some painter's tape just to hold it into place because it is such a small piece. And I'm also using my stamp positioner and VersaFine Onyx Black to stamp the image with. When the ink has dried, I've taken some distress markers in Wild Honey and Spiced Marmalade, and to begin with I'm scribbling some of the ink onto a piece of palette paper. This is very similar to wax paper, and this is so that I can pick up the ink with my watercolour brush and then paint my image. The next two colours I'm taking are for the leaf detail, and these are Shabby Shutters and Peeled Paint. And as you've already seen, I start with the lightest colour and then build up the depth using the darker of the two ink colours. When I've finished painting the image, I take the Spiced Marmalade Distress pen and use this to edge the piece of watercolour card. Now I'm taking some double-sided tape. This is the Sellotape brand, and I'm using this to adhere the watercolour image onto a backing. This is a black textured cardstock that I've selected for this purpose. I'm now taking 2 additional layers for the card. I've chosen an ivory textured cardstock, and this will provide contrast against the black, and it is also a very similar colour to the watercolour card that was used to stamp the image on, so it will provide some continuity in the design. Now I'm going to work on the insert for the card, and I've chosen Decorative Labels 22, which is a Spellbinders die. And I'm going to use the Spiced Marmalade and Wild Honey Distress inks to add colour to this, and these have been chosen because they are the same colours that I used in the pen form of Distress ink to colour the main image of the card with. I've made my square card base using 325 GSM card, and I've stamped the back with a Judikin stamp. If you require details on that, I did mention it on yesterday's video. I stamp all my cards using that image. And I'm also using the Inkadinkado sentiment from their Scary Night stamp set, because this is a nice big bold image and it fits well onto this size insert. Finally, I attached the insert to the card using some double-sided tape. And now the card is finished. I hope you enjoyed watching. This was a very quick and simple card to make today. It's very easy if you need to batch produce cards, so I hope it's given you some ideas. And I do hope you will tune in again tomorrow for day 3.